A very good morning to all of you. In this class, I am going to start with another important topic of chapter uh, microbes in human welfare, and the topic is microbes in sewage water treatment. Before going to start, first revise our previous class content, then we proceed to the today's topic. In previous class, we have already discussed about the different type of microbes like bacteria, fungi, bacteriophages, decomposers, for example, and the viruses. Now, other than these, some of the bacteria and fungi also used in the household, in the production of household things and in the industrial areas. For example, the milk is converted into curd with the help of lab or lactic acid bacteria or lactobacillus. They increase the lactic acid in curd, partially digest the milk protein, increase vitamin B12, also check the growth of other microorganisms in our digestive system. Now, other than these bacteria, some bacteria like Propionibacteria help in the formation of Swiss cheese. Swiss cheese have a special texture and flavor with the help of this Propionibacteria. Actually, they increase the carbon dioxide. Due to the formation of carbon dioxide, large hole appear in the Swiss cheese, or the creamy texture appear with the help of bacteria. So, other than Swiss cheese, the Roquefort cheese is also denoted by their special texture and appearance, or they are formed by with the help of fungi, not bacteria, fungi. This fungi is Penicillium roqueforti. Now, other than these, the yeast is commercially used for making in bakery area for making breads, cakes, or other food material. For example, in house or home, we generally use in the making of idli dosa, for example, idli and dosa by the yeast. Now, other than these bacteria, the microbes used in the liquor industries or beverages, mostly production in the wine, different kind of liquors produced with the help of fungi, Saccharomyces, or with the help of Saccharomyces cerevisiae. The production of wine, beer, whiskey, rum, brandy, these kind of formed by the fermentation of cereals or grain, fermentation of with the help of fermented broth, and the fermentation carried out by the Saccharomyces cerevisiae, because for their metabolic activity they convert two molecule of pyruvic acid into that, and also the alcohol produced by the Saccharomyces cerevisiae. They use the content or carbohydrate mainly for their energy, or convert that carbohydrate into the alcohol. Now, other than these, some microorganisms also used in the formation of the antibiotics. For example, Penicillium notatum is actually known as the fungi, or antibiotic producing fungi, or the Alexander Fleming, who is the first scientist who denoted the antibiotic with their because he was experimenting with the staphylococcus bacteria, or when he was working with staphylococcus, he identified that at some reason there is no culture, or actually the culture was derived in the presence of Penicillium notatum, not Puccinia, Penicillium notatum, because they secrete some chemical. Due to the presence of this chemical, the staphylococcus are not able to grow in the antifor against biotic, that means life, but it respect to the disease causing bacteria, not the human. Now, the Ernst Chan and Mayer also got the Nobel Prize because he used the product of Penicillium notatum antibiotic in World War II. So thus all three scientists, Alexander Fleming, Ernst Mayr, and Howard Floridi, got the Nobel Prize. Now, after this, let us discuss about the today's topic, the microbes in the sewage treatment. Microbes in sewage treatment. Microbes in sewage treatment. Microbes in sewage treatment, actually microbes used in the treatment of sewage, because the sewage contain most harmful disease causing bacteria or microbes, pathogen. Also they contain chemical, organic matter, chemicals, or so many harmful things. Actually in the sewage water, the sewage treatment is considered, or actually with respect to the municipal water treatment, actually, because the municipal water contains the so many harmful things from the industrial areas or from our houses too, or they consist of mostly large amount of human excreta. So due to this, they are not directly thrown or drained into the neutral water bodies, because in the neutral water bodies so many organisms are present which directly or indirectly are beneficial for us, or due to directly discharge these organic substance, chemical harmful matter as in present in the sewage water, or because human or also the human excreta is also present in the sewage water. So they actually pollute the whole neutral water body is get polluted by the sewage water. Due to this, for this reason, because they are directly drained into discharge into the neutral water bodies, or so many living organism, aquatic organism present in the neutral water bodies, they directly harm by the products of human or waste of human. Due to this reason, there is need for the sewage water treatment, or for making in sewage water treatment, most of the toxic or organic matter gets removed. Pebbles, rocks, sand, all these, or floating waste like plastic mostly, and the other floating material get removed manually by the sewage water. So the sewage water consists of treatment mainly of sewage water consists of water, and it consists of so many dust, mostly human excreta. Human excreta is present in sewage water. Human excreta, plastics, organic matter, except the organic matter, the other things like solid waste, except these solid wastes are also present in the form of pebbles, rock, grit, etc. are present in the wastewater, or we have to remove the waste from this water, because they are not directly have been not directly removed into the neutral water bodies, because the neutral water bodies consist of so many living organism, aquatic living organism. They are beneficial for us indirectly or directly, or they also play a key role in the ecosystem. That's why every aquatic organism is important for us. If we discharge the water into neutral water bodies, so the living organism get harmed by these organic substance or plastic, for example. Now, for example, the dolphins are generally present in Ganga river, but recently they are actually lost or move away from the Ganga river, because the Ganga river have so many pollutants in it, because the city's waste or the city's sewage water directly discharged into the Ganga river. Due to this reason, the dolphins, actually the number of dolphins also decreases with time, and generally we are not seeing the dolphins in Ganga river. So this is the reason. Because the water body is directly thrown or discharged into the sewage water body is directly discharged into the Ganga river. So that's why we need to treat. First we treat the sewage water, then we discharge in the. So that makes less pollutant this sewage water. So for making less pollutant, for making less pollutant Ganga river or the other neutral water bodies. Now, the main stages of treatment of sewage water is main stages of treatment of sewage water is, the first is primary stage, and the second is secondary stage. Secondary stage, primary stage and secondary stage. In the primary stage, the removal of solid waste from the sewage water body, or they can be removal by manually or by mechanically, for example. Now, the other waste, solid waste like plastic, pebbles, soil, sand, all these are removed manually can be removed manually by the sewage water. So mostly the primary stage deal with the removal of solid waste. Removal of solid wastes. Removal of mainly solid waste. And the organic, because the sewage water mostly consists the organic waste, solid waste, and the organic waste mostly. So solid waste like plastic, pebbles, sand, soil, all these remove manually or mechanically from the sewage water. Now rest of the thing like harmful bacteria, organic matter, all these removed by the secondary treatment. So organic matter removed by the secondary stage, and organic matter, except the organic matter, the harmful bacteria also can be removed by the harmful microbes. Harmful microbes also removed by the secondary stage. And the last important point of the sewage water treatment is the production of energy and biogas. So production of energy in some areas and production of biogas also carried out by the sewage water treatment during the secondary stage. In the secondary stage, the biogas, which is biogas produced by the anaerobic bacteria methanozane in secondary treatment. So let us discuss about the primary stage, where the removal of solid waste takes place. In the removal of solid waste or primary stage, the the most of the floating waste, solid waste, removed manually by the sewage water. Removal of floating wastes carried out manually or mechanically. Manually and mechanically. So they can be removed manually or mechanically. Except these, the other waste like the pebbles, sand and soil, all these remove by the sedimentation. So removal of all the waste manually and mechanically. Now removal of solid waste like pebbles, and rock, small rock and grit removed by sedimentation. So pebbles, rock, grit removed by sedimentation. Removed by sedimentation. Now the removal of other solid waste which are small or they are not they cannot be removed from the wastewater manually or mechanically. They also manually there is use of the small filtration membrane. So all the waste product, solid waste product which are actually not removed remove with the help of hand or manually, so they can be removed by the sequential filtration method. So sequential filtration method use sequential filtration method use or membrane used for the filtration of small particles. Small particles, they can be removed by the filtration method. Now after this there is addition of sulfate, iron in the sewage water for the formation of or for the flocculation, that is formation of the flocks, that is fungal, that is symbiotic association of fungus and the bacteria or microbe, fungus or other than fungus, that is flock. Now now after sedimentation, because the solid waste gets sedimented at the bottom and the floating are also removed by the filtration manually, by the filtration through the membrane manually or by the mechanical method. Now after this, the superficial sewage water is known as effluent. Now effluent in the effluent there is addition of the sulfate and iron. Now after sedimentation, after sedimentation, now the superficial wastewater is known as effluent. There is addition of aluminium or iron sulfate in the effluent. Iron sulfate in the effluent, because the effluent consists of only the wastewater with organic substance, or because we want to remove the organic substance too from the sewage water, and that organic substance and the chemical are present in the sewage water, or they cannot be removed through the mechanical, through the filtration membrane, or through the net also, and through the manually. So the superficial or by the sedimentation, through the filtration and sedimentation, all the waste which are solid get removed by the wastewater. Now the wastewater still have the organic matter. These organic matter removed by the flocks, or the flocks actually digest all the organic matter, and further the flocks are digested by the microorganism or in the anaerobic tank, or the continuous during the after the filtration, when the effluent get formed, there is addition of aluminium or iron sulfate in the effluent. Then continuously stir this effluent for increasing the oxygen amount of oxygen inside the wastewater, or due to this reason the flocks are able to grow in the aerobic condition, because flocks are the main organism, symbiotic organism of society, because they digest the organic matter which are present as waste inside the sewage water, Now after this, that effluent transfer into the secondary treatment. For the secondary treatment, transfer into the secondary treatment. For the secondary transfer, for the secondary also separately from treatment tank Now let us discuss about the secondary treatment. Now in the secondary treatment, the effluent pass into the secondary treatment, where the continuous or constantly air pumped into it. So constantly air pumped into it. Constantly air pumped into it. After the because more the presence of air can support the growth of flocks, because as we already used the aluminium sulfate and iron sulfate into the effluent or flocks. Help in the growth of flocks. Help in the growth of flocks. So, in the presence of these flocks, they actually these are the mass of, here is the This is the mass of bacteria and fungi. Bacteria and fungus or fungi. So the mass of bacteria or fungi actually help in the digestion of the organic matter. So organic matter present in the effluent digested by frogs. Organic matter present in effluent digested by frogs. When the organic matter reduce or digestion of these organic matter takes place till the BOD reduce, that is biological oxygen demand, more this polluted water treated by undergoes in treatment more than the other which have less biological oxygen demand or biochemical oxygen demand. So they are treated in the treatment plant till the biological oxygen demand is reduced. So treated by frog till frogs till BOD is reduced. Now after the reduction of biological oxygen demand, now after the BOD is reduced, now the frogs undergoes in sedimentation. Now the sedimented frog is known as sludge or active sludge. After this undergoes in again sedimentation. After the sedimentation where the frogs get settled down, or these settled frogs considered as activated sludge. After sedimentation, the flux is considered as activated sludge. Flux are considered as sedimented activated sludge. Now this activated sludge undergoes in the large tank sludge digester. Activated sludge transfer into the sludge digester. Activated sludge transfer into the sludge digester. And the small part of the sludge, activated sludge, also included into the aeration tanks as inoculum, so that they again reproduce large number of frogs for the digestion of organic matter. So a small amount of sludge sludge digester transfer into the aeration tank for the digestion for as an inoculum for the digestion of the organic matter, incoming organic matter. Now after the transfer of sludge into the activated sludge into the sludge digester, where the settling of the sludge carried out after the sedimentation of the sludge in the large tank, that sludge is digested by the methanogen and other aerobic bacteria and other anaerobic bacteria. So this sludge transfer into the sludge digester, where sedimentation is carried out, or after the sedimentation the sludge is digested by another anaerobic bacteria. Anaerobic bacteria. This anaerobic bacteria is then after the digestion or transfer into the sludge digester, these sludge digested by anaerobic bacteria methanogens. Now these are the important bacteria. By the digestion of the organic or by the digestion of the flocks or sludge, activated sludge, through these methanogens, they produce sulfur dioxide, methane gas, carbon dioxide, or these are collectively these are known as biogas, or these can be used as biogas, or they are inflammable, so they are used in the form of fuel. Now all these are about the produce biogas. So all these the methanogen actually help in the production of the biogas or release the biogas which are inflammable, or it can be used in the form of fuel. Now other than these, actually there are two benefits from the treatment of sewage water. First is the because we induce or we discharge the less pollutant sewage water, so that they are not so harmful. They are still harmful but not so harmful as in previous or before treatment, or they become less pollutant, less harmful for the aquatic animal or for the other organism. So that's why this is important to we treat the sewage water in the sewage water plant or treatment plant. Or second is we actually use the biogas. So we actually use in the two way. First we decrease the pollutant or the chemical present in the sewage water, and second is that we generally produce the biogas that are inflammable, or that can be used in the as a fuel. So here is the overall about the microbes in sewage treatment. I hope you like this video. Keep listening and watching me, and thank you for listening and watching me.